Are you thinking on buying a condo for your first property? In this video, we're going to cover the benefits and the disadvantages of buying a condo as a first-time home buyer in Edmonton, Alberta in 2021. Welcome back to another video, you guys. It's Alex Zinowich with eXp Realty, and today we're going to talk about condos. Now, what the hell is a condo? Is it a high-rise apartment in Toronto that no one can afford, or Vancouver? Yes and no. So what a condo refers to is ownership. So a condo is a type of ownership where, with all the occupants, you're in common ownership. So that means you have exclusive access to your own unit, while the amenities and other common areas are commonly shared and owned with the other occupants. Now the question is this right for you as a first-time home buyer? Should you buy a condominium or a single family home where you have private ownership of the property, of whatever it is? Well, we'll answer that here. But before we get into the video, guys, follow me on social media at Dream Homes with Alex, and do not forget to hit subscribe, give this video a couple thumbs up, and hit that bell so you're notified whenever I upload a video. So let's get into the benefits here, you guys. So a big benefit of owning a condominium is the low maintenance lifestyle that is associated with it. If you're someone like me, for example, who literally hates doing any form of work, whether it's yard work, mowing the lawn, shoveling, cleaning eaves troughs, cleaning windows, literally any sort of maintenance work when it comes to home ownership, this will be ideal for you. The property management company is going to hire people to do all the maintenance, all the repairs, so you don't have to do it, and it's really ideal. So in the long run, it's worth it. Another benefit is going to be condo fees. Now these are going to be a double-edged sword because there's a lot of things great with condo fees and a lot of things that aren't ideal with condo fees. So a benefit of condo fees is that, all your payments are going to be amalgamated into one. So let's say your utilities, which for the most part sometimes can be included in condo fees, and it varies between buildings, but your utilities, the insurance, the reserve fund fees. So what that means is pretty much, like a homeowner, right? If you own your own home, right, you should be putting around 1 to 2% per month into a reserve fund for your home's maintenance and repair or whatever, but some people don't do that. So in this case, it does it for you with the condo fees, and the condo fees also help support the common areas, whether you have a pool, a virtual golf simulator, but you get what I mean. It just makes it a lot easier for you to manage your payment. So you don't have to, worry about, oh man, did I forget to pay the heat or the water or the electricity? Did I forget to do this and that? Well, it does it all in one with your condo fees. Now we will talk about the drawbacks of condo fees, you guys. Next is it's a great rental opportunity. So, if you grow tired of your unit because, you want to move on, or you want to move into another place because, your family's starting to grow, or you just need to move in general, well, you can keep your condo and just rent it out. And it's a very good investment for you. It's very easy to find tenants to rent out your properties to. So you just have to do a little work and find the perfect tenant, but all in all, it's a great opportunity to rent out. Now, the last benefit we're going to talk about today is going to be the affordability of a condo. Now, in Edmonton, for example, the average single family home price is $476,000. Now, that's going to price out a lot of first-time home buyers. So the alternative is going to be a condo where the average price is $228,000. Now, that is a lot more affordable for a first-time home buyer than a single family home. Now, when we're talking about the average price of condos, right, that's going to primarily contain the apartment, the low-rise apartments, because that's going to be the cheapest units. Now, is that a bad thing? No, but all in all, it is a lot more affordable. So those are the benefits, you guys. There's a lot more, but I'm not going to bore you with all those details. So next, we're going to talk about the disadvantages, all right? Now, let's go over the few cons and disadvantages of purchasing a condo. Now, one of them is the condo fees. Now, I said before, condo fees are a double-edged sword, okay? So here's why. So let's say, for example, that, you aren't really interested in amenities. You don't really give a shit there's a pool, a movie theater, a bowling room, or a golf simulator, which would be awesome. So you have to pay for that either way with your condo fees. Now, does it make sense to really pay for that if you're not utilizing it? Probably not. So you may need to find another building with lower condo fees that really doesn't have any amenities to suit your lifestyle. So you have to factor that in. You have to think, is it really worth paying all this extra money each month to things I'm never going to use, even though I love this unit? That's something you're gonna have to think long and hard on. Now, another disadvantage of condo fees is, what happens if the reserve fund is low? Now, the reserve fund is basically a rainy day fund for the condo corporation for any repairs, maintenance, renovations, and any major like just, oh shit, we gotta get this fixed now kind of situations. Let's say the shingles need to be replaced or the windows or whatever. Well, that's gonna cost money, and if the reserve fund is low, guess who fronts that bill? You. And you don't really want to be paying that out of pocket. And there's a lot of things you can do when that day comes with the special assessment, but that is a topic for another day. So you have to take into account when you look at the condo docs and you look at the reserve fund study, is the reserve fund healthy? If not, well, you might have to look at another building where the reserve fund is healthy, where you're not going to get screwed over potentially with special assessments, which is an issue with many older buildings in the city here. Now, number 3 is going to be an awful and ineffective condo board. So recently, in the past couple of days, there was a story on Reddit, which is a really terrible online forum, where a woman in Rutherford, which is a southern community in Edmonton, at 3 a.m, there was an armed break and enter, and they threatened to rob her. They had guns. It was not pretty, and she called the condo board, and the condo board said, okay, so are you gonna pay for that door? Right? You gotta fix that door and you gotta pay for that. So if your condo board just are full of assholes that have no sympathy, are very insensitive, and they're just indecisive and don't make the right decisions for the unit and for the whole condo as a whole, well, you might have to find another building. That is a big disadvantage. So if you want a building where the condo board is good, well, you're gonna have to do some investigating, right? You're gonna have to ask the neighbors. You're gonna just have to do some research on that condo board and see if, the right decisions are being made. Because the last thing you want is to have your unit broken into at 3 a.m. with guns and having the condo board say, you gotta pay for that, please. So number 4, the last one here, is gonna be slower appreciation. So unlike a single family home where you bought it in the 70s or 80s or 90s, and it's now worth $400,000, where you originally purchased it for maybe, $80,000, you're not gonna see the same type of appreciation with a condo. So if you're looking to get a giant payday out of your unit when you go to sell your condo, I won't have that sort of expectation, okay? So as a first-time home buyer, right, do not look at it as, I'm gonna get a huge payday. More so as, this is a great entry into the market because I can afford a place to live, to put a shelter above my head, and I don't have to spend $470,000 on average to purchase a single-family home. So just keep that in mind when you're buying your condo. Now, it's not like a huge disadvantage, it's just more of a little, it's a bit upsetting that you're not going to get a huge resale value. Now, oftentimes you may actually lose money on your condo. It depends on the buildings and the comps and areas. That's research we do when the time comes, but just keep that in mind. Now, guys, we are done with this condo video. Now, if you learned anything or if you have any questions relating to condos, leave a comment in the description below and I'll make a video answering that for you. Now, follow me on social media at DreamHomesWithAlex, and you know what to do. Hit the subscribe, hit that like, and do not forget to hit that bell so you're notified whenever I make a video. I'm Alex Zinowich with eXp Realty, and I'll talk to you in the next video.